and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Clown Podcast. Today we're joined with our two regular co-hosts, my guy Friggin the third, and of course, Black Lucia.
Yo. Nice to be on again.
Yeah, but just saying Black Lucia don't sound right. I ain't gonna lie. I got
Black Lucia the third, Black Lucia 3. You said it. You said it a few times, but I get it. You don't want to say
spice it up a little.
Yeah, big facts. I guess I guess title says chapter 27 predictions. The sneak peek I believe drops tomorrow, so this would be like the first or the last blind predictions we could actually do for chapter 27.
It's crazy. It's tomorrow.
Yeah, but tomorrow the 13th.
Yeah.
Oh, they usually drop on the 13th?
Yeah.
The first? Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I heard earlier, a few days ago, I heard people saying it was going to drop the 12th, but people usually just be capping about that.
Nah, bro, ain't nothing dropped today. Well, One Punch Man dropped today, but ain't no Boruto stuff dropped today.
One Punch Man got a new season?
Yeah, season 3, episode 1 dropped today.
Get the fuck out of here! I ain't see it.
I seen it.
Nah, I was busy watching. I told you I was watching the Eternals, bro. I didn't even know. I was out the loop.
It was a cool little episode. It was just like set up from really the stuff that happened last season. So
yeah, last season ended off kind of quick.
Any up to date with the manga? Nah, I think it's weird because in the manga, I'm pretty sure Garo and Saitama like they already fought.
And shit. Like, yeah, I heard that too.
Get to that yet in the anime right now, niggas. Yeah, Saitama's still out here piecing people with one punch.
And Garo's still trying to become a monster, as I remember.
Yeah.
I never knew they continued the storyline after like season 1. I thought it was just like a gag series.
It was supposed to be, yeah, but it got popular and it just continued it.
Well, the web comic was gag, but then the manga was popping, and then the anime got popping. So, yeah, it's following like. At this point, it already passed it didn't pass because the original story is completed like long time ago. But they diverged at certain points from what the original story did because they telling like a different, like a more serious story, I guess you could say.
Ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. Bro. I might have to tap in.
Yeah, I saw the first episode. I saw My Hero's latest episode, not the second one, but. Today.
My Hero back on again?
It's final season, yeah. It's final season.
Oh yeah, I heard the manga ended.
Of like the series? Final season of the series?
Yeah, last 12 episodes. Well, they already dropped the second. It's been out for 2 weeks now. I don't know if it dropped yesterday or Saturday, but the second episode of the final season dropped yesterday or Saturday.
Oh shit. I've been completely untapped from the world of anime. Outside of Boruto, completely untapped.
Yeah, they say a lot of the big flagship series are coming to an end right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming up on their season finales. A lot of the big ones. My Hero, a couple of them actually. They're on their last seasons right now. Shit, JJK already finished up, and they're on a sequel. Like,
shit, damn.
I mean, My Hero manga been finished though.
I know.
It's one of the last ones. Because I think everything's really done, really. I don't know. Like, I'm not a manga person, so other than, like, some of the newer anime, I don't know really what's popping in the manga other than Boruto, bro. So
what was really, like, considered the new big 3? Because I remember My Hero Academia was for sure in there. I heard some Black Clover discussions.
I will say this. For the new big 3, it was 3 particular anime that just each, like, broke records within the industry at the time they released. And that's only... really My Hero, Demon Slayer, and Jujutsu Kaisen. Well, then if you want to include Solo Leveling, but like they each did that because like first My Hero came, it started doing like crazy numbers, and then at the time everybody knew about My Hero, and then Demon Slayer came, and at one point in season 1, it started doing like it was surpassing My Hero, and then the following year Jujutsu came and did the exact same thing, and then ever since then it hasn't been anime to do it to those degrees other than Solo Leveling, bro. Honestly.
I see what you mean. Yeah, but Jujutsu Kaisen is still in the trenches. It ain't ended no time soon, right?
JJK ended, and they're
I'm
on a
about to say
sequel.
the manga ended, bro. I had to block the
Anime
world.
wise, I mean, like anime wise.
Oh nah.
Oh, nah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
finna drop the movie December, bro. I don't know why they doing all these movies right now this year, but yeah, they finna drop a movie in December and then season 3 in January.
Yeah. So
Shit, I ain't
anime.
complaining about movies. Been asking for movies for a while. Hopefully, the series we cover comes up with a movie.
Yeah, I
What
wish.
series?
Say that one more time.
Word. You said the series we covered. Yeah, Boruto ain't finna do shit like that, bro.
Yeah, you don't see it having a movie in the next couple of years. That's crazy.
Man, they should have been this. They should have did what Black Clover did. Black Clover went on break. They was like, here go a movie for y'all, I guess, until we come back.
Yo, you know, I still ain't seen the Black. Wait, no, am I capping? Did I see the Black Clover movie? I don't think I have. I'm gonna have to check it out.
That movie hard. It's on Netflix. I seen it on Netflix. It's hard.
It's on Netflix?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how it didn't release in theaters like these other ones, but yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix be active. I gotta give Netflix his credit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, they help anime become big in the West, honestly. As soon as Netflix started adapting more anime and shit.
Yeah, a lot of people are watching anime on Netflix.
Netflix got their own what do you call those? Their own.
I mean, only shows they only like shit like Sakamoto Days is only like I got Netflix, so I'm gonna have to watch Sakamoto Days, and it's only on Netflix. It's not
ain't what's the name on there too? What's that one called? Fuck, I can't remember the name. It's gonna hit me. With a Bond, I'm just doing the name characters. Fuck, I can't remember.
Bond.
Yeah, he's the Eternal dude.
The Chirac Demon?
Nah, not Bond. Bond. BAN. Hold on. Let me look it up. The Eternal.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if I know a character with that name.
I'm gonna look it up real quick. Just don't mind me. Hold on.
But yeah, other than One Punch Man and My Hero, that's the only thing that's really out right now. Last season, bro, I was watching like 10 different animes last season.
7 Deadly Sins. I couldn't think of it.
Oh yeah, 7 Deadly Sins. That's all. The 4 Nights. Yeah, the sequel show is also only on Netflix too. So I rocked with their sequel show too.
Whoa! 7 Deadly Sins had a sequel?
Yeah, their Boruto is called
their Boruto?
Four Nights of the Apocalypse. They're like their second show.
Oh, you said they're bored, so I was like, wait, hold on. What am I? Did I miss that much?
Yeah, the Boruto is called 4 Nights of the Apocalypse.
Oh, what the hell did I just do? What do you mean by their Boruto? Hold on. I'm confused.
That's the name of the show. 4 Nights of the Apocalypse is the new show, not 7 Deadly Sins now.
Why you call it their Boruto though? Oh, okay, I get it. Naruto and Boruto. Okay, I'm like, wait, I'm so confused, bro. I was confused as hell. Okay. Damn, I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to. I ain't had Netflix in that long. I ain't gonna lie.
Before
Netflix
you even mentioned 7 Deadly Sins, I forgot that show was there. I gotta see if they drop new episodes for that. I forgot that show. I forgot all about that show.
7 Deadly Sins was fire until like they started introducing power levels like Dragon Ball Z. I dropped it for a little, then I picked it back up.
Nah, bro, that animation started getting ass in season 3. Mm-hmm. I was like, at this point, I'm with it for the story, bro.
Yeah. So what do y'all do you have any idea what y'all think is going to happen next in the chapter 27?
Nah. Well, before we get that, did we get legitimate abilities from Imushi?
Black said is fake. Well, not fake. It's just like a guess. Educated.
It's a good guess. It's a good analysis. I ain't gonna cheap them out like that. They did kind of cheap with that, but yeah.
All right. So which one y'all? We can do predictions first, and then we can talk about that. Whichever one y'all do.
No, we can talk about that. I mean, you brought it up, so yeah, why not? Hold on, I'm gonna try to drop it in. Drop a screenshot of it. I'm gonna try to drop the screenshot so people know what the hell we're talking about.
No, because that would have kind of painted my predictions a little bit differently if that was actually legitimate. That's what I had to.
Wait, what do you have?
No, I was gonna say. I was just say this quickly. My prediction. The reason why I think Damon is just gonna, be very victorious against Mamushi. I really see Ikimoto doing his famous like curveballs or plot points. Because if we honestly go back before all of the jokes and the memes, right? when Cole got his limiters removed, I thought, if we're being honest, guys, I thought he was about to put Damon's face in the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought he was about to put Damon's face in the dirt. And then that just opened my perspective to like how Ikimoto writes. And it's like, I see the narratives where like, oh, it makes sense where Damon has to lose, where, you know, it does. And I honestly agree with like a lot of the points of why Damon should lose against Mamushi. But for some reason, and it's like, I'm sticking to it. It's like, like you know what I'm saying? What she said, she's like, that's my man, and I'm sticking by it. Like, for some reason, I see Damon really just like not only trolling Mamushi as he wins, but also in a way like the fans. He might like break the fourth wall like Ryu did.
Mm-hmm.
He just like, bro, like, I could have sworn I told y'all niggas I was number one. I just see it happening, but that's the only reason why. I just feel like personally, I don't know. Man, something's telling me Ikimoto might go that way with it. Like Damon's not time soon.
I was that way up until when Kashin Koji had to say like, I need to tell you how to beat Mamushi. I think that's when I had to realize like, all right, yeah, maybe Damon just speed blitzing might not actually be what's going to get us past this Negro. So like, that right there kind of opened my eyes. I still say like overall, I do believe Damon is likely going to win. One of the things I think a lot of people are like not really talking about, and fairly so, because let's be honest, like Vortex didn't really give us any reason to actually talk about this. But I think there is an outside possibility that Ada has some sort of battle abilities. It might not, she might not be like a crazy like Damon level, or maybe even like Ishiki Otsuki level, but I feel like she just never had to fight. She kind of gives me Guard Part 1 vibes, when Guard Part 1, his taijutsu was so his taijutsu was garbage because he was never able to actually fight in taijutsu because his Sand would always protect him. I think Ada can fight, but she just never had to. And what also gave me that vibe as well, Damon is always like happy to fight. He always wants to fight. So it's like most of the times where she actually has to fight, Damon probably wants to take the fade for her. So I think we could potentially see some sort of inclination that Ada can actually fight in the next chapter, because I don't necessarily think that Mamushi's really going to attack in the next chapter. And the next chapter is probably going to be more of like the interrogations stuff with Shikamaru and everybody like that. Whereas I think there's going to be more of the setup. I think Mamushi, we could probably see Mamushi headed to the Hidden Leaf Village. We could probably see some of Mamushi's abilities. One of the things that, again, we were probably going to eventually talk about Mushi's potential abilities. Like if he could actually like steal abilities, like we could potentially even see him use the Sharingan again in the next chapter. We've seen that kind of happen already when Ada tried to spy him in live action, but we don't fully know exactly what that ability is. But regardless, I think at this particular point, one of the main things, or one of the biggest things we should be probably expecting next chapter is probably going to be the interrogations.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Just to piggyback off of that though, because I do think that we like the main thing might definitely be the interrogations. Before we get into like further details in that, just to like stay on the Mamushi thing real quick. I do see like it being like us surprised by like whatever actions Ada might showcase whenever things go down. So I think that's a possibility. And also, even if it comes to the defeat of Damon, I do like you said earlier, like somehow Mamushi's still in the ability of the Sharingan, like a power up mid fight will make sense. I feel like that's a good way maybe for Damon to go down, like somehow catching him off guard. But then also like another way is like to simply exploit it is like, I think it can just be showcased that, yeah, bro, he's overpowered, he's freakishly strong, but at the same time, he's still a kid. So that's the aspect maybe that Mamushi can exploit. Understanding, granted, that yes, Mamushi was just born probably yesterday, but the Ten Tails itself being an entity that's been alive so long, it can have natural instincts that, you know, I guess you can say like counters. I don't want to say counters Damon's ability, but just his awareness or like how sharp he is in battle, in a way like how Mamushi caught us by surprise, being able to spot and walk up straight to Ada. So I think he can probably, like Ikimoto could make it a way where he would exploit the fact that Damon's a kid, i.e. maybe just experience or just something that's like he wouldn't be able to see that. But also a good way is just that Ada angle. So Ada could surprise us, but somehow him catching like maybe Ada off guard would be a way for him to catch Damon off guard. I feel like you could split them up. So if they split them up and Mamushi draws Damon's attention long enough to where he reveals like, I got Ada by herself, and then he just dips. We know Damon can't fly, so that'll be like a situation where it's just everybody's screwed at that point.
No, quick question. I'm gonna kind of ask a question I asked before, but before we never really got the updated information that Kaji Koji had to essentially give us the blueprint upon how to beat Mamushi. Do we think him and Wadi will be involved?
Probably in his initial plan, but I think we're gonna get another Kawaki situation. Something's gonna happen to where it doesn't happen in all of the futures, and now it's happening because of something, and it's gonna be like, what the heck, and that might be it. So, but I don't know, because we see him with Wari in one of his visions. It could be right now, it could be for much later on down the line. So, who knows?
Yeah, my opinion, I'd really love for her to get involved in a fight like this. I think the more time that she fights, the stronger she gets. To be honest, I won't be surprised if every single battle she goes into, she gets a power up. Like that's how I'm probably looking at it, honestly. But in a situation like this, I mean, where I guess Kashin Koji believes, I'm assuming what Kashin Koji believes is that it's not necessarily just going to take brute force to actually defeat a character like Mamushi. I don't know. I think she could kind of be helpful in a situation like this. She kind of could. It just really just depends. I honestly do want to see what Karma feels about the Ten Tails, because we never really got to see, outside of Jura, we never really got to see Karma like come face to face with like multiple of these things, and him actually give like his long drawn out opinions about the Shinju or the quote unquote Ten Tails in training, or the have Ten Tails have code like stuff. So hopefully we get to see Karma talk about that and give his opinions about what his how he feels about it, how he feels about the human version of the Ten Tails just roaming around and gaining their own free will.
Yeah, I think that'll make sense. We're long overdue for like an opinionated version of like the current circumstances from Karama, so I wouldn't be mad at that at all, bro.
Yeah, for a fact. But I guess we can go over like the reported Mamushi abilities, because to be honest, it looked realistic. I thought that was that. The only reason why I was like, nah, I can't believe this, because we didn't really get any new information.
Yeah, I mean, it was really just like a real good thread based off of like the stuff that they've seen and comparing it. And I think that's like a good point. Like, it can kind of be like, when you summarize it, it could kind of be like a Boro and a Jigen situation with like the Kara organization, where like when we were first introduced to Boro, you know how like they made it seem like, oh, in some ways he's more dangerous than Jigen and stuff like that, where it's like he's not stronger, but like when they reveal like that virus is an issue. Like, if it wasn't for the perfect circumstances that happened, like with Mitsuki having the antidote and Sarada being able to spot the virus and stuff like that, like he was going around in the anime just like affecting villages and becoming their god essentially. Like, there was no way to stop that. So I think it can be something along those lines where Kasha Koji is about to break these abilities down, and some of the bullet points brought up in there, like stealing abilities or like Venom, and just connecting his name Mamushi being, the deadliest snake in Japan, his name Mamushi and stuff like that. So it's like it kind of makes sense. So I wouldn't be like far fetched to where like it's an ability that's so natural that it can affect Damon in a way where like, yeah, bro, it don't matter who you are. If you face this Mamushi guy and he does this, like, ironically, he just probably didn't do it against Boruto when they were jumping him in chapter 4, but like, yeah, it's that deadly of an ability where it's like it's a one-hit kill, and he doesn't essentially have to like do anything. Like how Boruto just releases the mist around him, and you just step in a certain vicinity, bro, you're dying. So it's like I think Boruto has like a cheat kill against Damon. Like, Boruto has an easier way to kill Damon than a lot of characters that are way stronger than Boruto. That's just how it is.
No, that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
So in a way, I could see Mamushi having some absolutely broken hacks ability that you could kind of hard counter. I do want to see, like, if there is like a hypothetical hard counter, like what else does he have? Like, for example, we did see him like kind of speed blitz Boruto. It wasn't really like speed blitz, but like comparing his speed and strength to Damon, do you think he's faster than Damon?
That would be hard, bro, because after everything we've seen from Damon, it would be easier to guess if Damon didn't say at the end of part 1, like, he wants Boruto to get strong enough to where he can fight at full strength for the first time. Because if that wasn't the case, then we would have taken like the speed feats he done against No Limit Code and then the speed feats he done against Kabuki and Boruto as like, okay, these are some of his top speeds. But we know like that's him just joking around essentially, and he's still blitzing the faster people in the verse. So granted, he hasn't had much action to BV, but we seen what he was able to do right in the last chapter where he just instantly goes right between Sarada and Sumire. And I'm not gonna downplay it because Sarada was able to react to Hidari in like both situations. They may have not been in battle like ready situations, or Sarada may not have been aware at the moment of what was going on. But like at the time when she's walking up and she's asking Konohama what's wrong, boom, Hidari attacks and he splits right between Sarada and Sumire. She's instantly able to react and counterattack and be battle ready in that moment. So right here we see Damon, boom, gets her off guard. She turns on her Sharingan, similar to how she does with Hidari, but Damon just grabs her right then. He's like, yo, chill out. No sudden movements. And this is essentially a stronger Sarada than who faced against Hidari. So I think Damon, bro, like, I really think Ikimoto is. I'm just trying to think. I know he doesn't copy like a lot of the beat for beat structures in Naruto's story, but like he was the assistant for Naruto for like 14 years. Like he was there when Kishimoto started this from the jump. So it's like he's aware of the things. And then obviously throughout like how Boruto, I'm just trying to think of like how he structures things and when he's introducing characters. I don't know, bro. I just don't find it that crazy. I understand how good it would be for someone as strong as Damon to lose and narratively to like maybe Sarada in this situation or maybe Momoshi, but like I don't know. I don't see Ikimoto writing his pen that way. I'm trying to envision it. I don't know, man. I just don't.
Well, quick question. Could you see a way in where Damon loses but retains all of his aura? Where it's like Momoshi has some hacks abilities that's like so hacks where it's like the audience just gives Damon a break. It's like, all right, we understand losing him.
Absolutely, but it's gonna be ignorant people that's gonna call him a fraud if he loses against. But I think he can maintain if he does. They could do it right where he's like he loses, but it's like Boruto died against Kawaki, but like ain't nobody was like clowning Boruto after that fight. Like Momoshiki, like that was a cold fight. You feel me? But at the end, Boruto died. You feel me? So it's like they can make it look hard, bro. Even if he loses, they can do it where like Damon, obviously, this isn't going to be his last fight, or maybe he lost in a way. Well, I think if he loses in a way where like he doesn't necessarily lose the fight, but Momoshi meets the conditions he has going into the fight. So maybe those conditions aren't to beat Damon, but to do certain things. So like I said, like split Damon and Ada up, somehow get Ada isolated, somehow get Ada by herself to get her powers by herself, somehow power up mid-fight and then be strong enough to defeat Damon. Or they could just have a crazy long ass fight, and then Momoshi reveals something like, "Yeah, Damon's been stronger, or he's been getting weaker throughout the fight because of some type of venom or something like that." And I don't know, something, bro. But like, it could be a nice fight, bro. And he loses, and it's cool. Like I said before, like Kenpachi's and Rocky. Like whenever he loses a fight, that joint still be hard because it's like you come back, you already know Kenpachi from come back and just wreak havoc.
I could see something like that. I could see something like that. My thing is, I understand the narrative reason of like, hey, you want to like have Momoshi establish his dominance. You don't want to necessarily have him just be like a complete fighter villain after he just like damn near 2-piece boards or earlier in the series. My thing still is Damon is the more important character. Anyway, he still, even though we did see him establish his dominance already against multiple characters, like let's be honest, Kawaki and Code, but we still haven't really gotten to see his character fully fleshed out, like an actual legitimate battle. And if his actual first legitimate battle is a loss, I don't necessarily, it wouldn't be doing his character justice in my personal opinion.
So you wouldn't count Code as like a legitimate battle because of how like one-sided it was?
It was too easy, yeah. And you just said, like, Damon basically believes that he never really got to go 100%.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and I think even if he wins a battle like high diff, I think that'll even be fire as well. So it's just like it's so many ways there. Like I get it. Like people are saying like Kashin Koji is saying this, and then obviously they're saying this. You got to do that in order to defeat Momoshi, and I understand that. But I'm also like I'm trying to look at it from like an in-world perspective, not just like from the audience, but also the audience perspective as well, where it's like Damon himself is so calm in a way where like I believe he has acted this way enough and proved himself in manners enough to the point where like if I see him act out of pocket, similar to how he was when he first sensed a glimpse of Himawari's potential, power, like I know he has the ability to sense something and be like, oh snap, like that's interesting, let me go check it out. Like we've seen that, and we've also seen him be in a village where like things are going down, where he pulls up and he's talking about everybody he senses in the village is weak. Mind you, Naruto and Sasuke are there in the village. Boruto Kawaki's there, who just unlocked his karma, and it's like Boruto pulls up, he pulls out a Uzahika, we're losing our heads, and Damon's just resting, and he's just like, yeah. So I'm like, I don't know, like the things that Kasha Koji are saying and the things that Damon are showing me are contradicting each other. So I'm taking it in my personal opinion. This is how I take it, based off of the way Koji explains his powers and based off what we've seen. I believe that in most futures, Koji just somehow sees in futures where like Damon is just simply inactive, maybe. Damon is just simply not around somehow when the world ends. Like things are going down and just Damon is just not there. And we know for a fact, like based off of Kawaki and Boruto's last fight against Juro, like things can happen to where everything changes. So it's like that already opens the doorway. Like maybe something happens in this current timeline. Maybe it's this confrontation between Damon and Sarada where it changes it. Where now we see more futures where Damon is actively involved and stuff like that. Or I don't know. Or it could be the simple thing like we said with Mamushi having some type of hacks that gets past Damon. But that's just my take on it.
Let's see. I ain't too crazy. Now, specifically with the Sarada situation, do you see a Mangekyo Sharingan ability being revealed in the next chapter, or a new one, let's say? Because we already got one.
It's possible. It's possible. I think it's possible. I'm not sure, but it is possible. Or either that or just basic. It'll just be like a basic genjutsu, something that she does. But I don't know. Maybe we might get her left eye.
Yeah, in my personal opinion, I don't. My actual prediction, as I said, I think we already said this, but I don't believe they'll actually fight. I think the most realistic situation is Sarada tries to talk no jutsu, Damon and Ada eventually calls off Damon.
Yeah.
I think that's probably going to be like the way that Sarada actually stays alive and maintains, her consciousness.
Yeah, we're in agreement there. I think it's going to be like a Ada calls off Damon and stuff like that. But like the next dialogue might definitely. I don't know. We might get some more dialogue. I think we're definitely going to get some more dialogue between Sarada and Damon before Ada calls it off. That's what I'm just interested for, like the first bit of dialogue we get going back into that whole entire scene, going back into that situation.
Yeah, same. And again, just like how you were saying, if we do see a brand new Mangekyo Sharingan ability, I wouldn't mind it either. Like I'd be ecstatic. I'd absolutely love it.
Yeah, she can like they can have it like where they reveal all of her abilities before her next fight versus Hidari, or like they can reveal her last ability against Hidari, and then like have everything else come afterwards and stuff like that. But we did even talk because like they released the copy for Volume 6 of Boruto 2 Vortex, and in the data book it had the information for Sarada's Sharingan, her Mangekyo. So
What's that again?
the volume for Volume 6, the latest volume for Boruto 2 Vortex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. In the physical copy it had the data book explanation for Sarada's right eye ability and stuff like that. Just basically like the official explanation for how they describe her right eye ability and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I sent it to the thing, but I don't even think we can pull it up on the me and you. We can't pull it up on the screen though. So
yeah, no.
I got you. Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah.
Where you put it?
Impeccable timing.
Where you put it at?
Did you say you sent it to your PC, right? Remember when I sent it to the chat? Or should I try to send it again?
You sent it to the message chat or the Discord chat?
Message chat.
Yeah, you probably might have to send it to Discord.
Yeah, send it to Discord.
But yeah, it was confirming a lot of stuff on that. I never really like read through it, but I seen Naruto explain made a video about it. Yeah, Freaking really dropped off. Oh, he back. Yeah, Naruto explain made a video about it. So he's basically giving Sarada like a lot of big statements. So I want to see it myself. I want to go through it myself.
Did you put it in the chat?
I'm sending it right now. Y'all see it?
Damn. Yeah, hold on. This is Massimo. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why the format.
I'll put it on screen. There you go. Can you read that or
If
not?
you get some revelations on some new abilities, that'd be fire. But it's like they already made this stuff broken, low key.
What do you got? The name of Sarada is Awaken Mangekyo Sharingan and its abilities. It can create up to 4 black spheres that can range in size from about 5 to about 250 centimeters.
It's like 8 feet tall.
Damn. It's crazy that they limited it, though, to just 4 black spheres.
Yeah. But then when you think, yeah, it is crazy. But then I was about to say, when you think about it, though, she only destroyed Reed with one of them, though. It's like, what if she just
she had more than one.
I'm saying, but like she used, like, what if she just stacked them hoes on top of them, bro? Like all 4 of them.
What do you mean on top of them?
All of them.
What do you mean stacking on top of them, though?
Like how she exploded that one. What if she exploded all 4 of them on top of them instead of just that one?
I don't think it wouldn't have made any of a difference because that one was just strong.
He definitely still would have.
Yeah, it still would have been ashes.
You got a point. There's gonna be eventually someone that could like withstand that explosion. Maybe Jura.
If she uses all 4 of those black spirits and explode them, and then we see Jura just pop up on a chair, bro, I'll be like, all right, yeah, pack it up, Sarada. Let's go home. Let's go home.
That ass.
Fuck all that shit we was talking, bro.
Yo, I had an opinion about Sarada, or a vision about Sarada. I want her to become a Jinchuriki. I believe it was the 6 Tails. And it matched her character perfectly, bro. Perfectly. Oh my days. Y'all know the slug tail beast?
Yeah, that sluggish one.
Yeah, it's basically like Tsunade's summoning jutsu, but in tail beast form. I feel like
I'm about to say, what did that do though? It spit out acid and stuff like that. Like I don't even.
Yeah, I had to go over it, but it also has like healing properties as well. It's basically like, again, like that Tsunade summoning jutsu. Let me go over it again.
I had an idea about Sarada the other day that I was like, I know this guy Baru would love it.
Go, what happened? Explain while I search this up.
I think I got the idea when I was watching Naruto's Explain, one of his videos that he had dropped recently. I'm pretty sure that's where I got it, but it was like for Sarada, because we know once we get down this list that freaking got pulled up on the screen, they like confirmed like, oh, she will go blind if she keeps using the Mangekyo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like they was like for her getting the EMS, like they could always get Sasuke's original eyes that he had, before he got Itachi's eyes, because in the manga, like they would still have them. But also on top of that, like it would make sense if throughout the time skip, like the 1 year Sasuke had Boruto, because we know in the flashback Sasuke told Boruto about Sarada unlocking Mangekyo. Like they went and they got Sasuke's original eyes, and he told Boruto whenever he sees Sarada in the future, and if she has problems, give her his eyes, and that would make sense. It would work if like they get a model to transplant them and somehow add like some ninja tech. I was like, damn, that sounds like something Baru would like.
No, yeah, that'd be fire. They probably explain this in the series, and I'm probably just completely blowing a brain fart. If the eyes is already blind, could it work like in like a transplant? I know Itachi's was already
Itachi's
like
eyes
blind.
worked for Sasuke's. I'm about to say,
but he wasn't like fully blind. He wasn't blind.
Bro, you saw
Sasuke was blind though.
Did we see Itachi's vision? You saw his vision where he wasn't even looking at Sasuke. He was looking at a blur. He was looking at a drawing.
Yeah, but they always talked about how like how the light of the Sharingan being completely gone was like a thing. Like
Then Sasuke go
Sasuke's
blind?
eyes would. Yes, when after he fought against Kakashi, yeah, his light was completely gone.
I mean, it was just as blind as like, because when we saw Itachi's eyes, like he couldn't see Sasuke's facial structure at all. And then with Sasuke, it was like the same thing. He couldn't see Kakashi's facial structure, but like he saw the outline of him. So I mean, like he transplanted Itachi's eyes, and like the dude had a disease too, so like he's fine.
But Sasuke's eyes was gray. Sasuke's
So
eyes was gray.
I think if he kept his old eyes, and he gives them the Boruto and Boruto gives them the Sarada, I think it'll work. It's more so like if they can find someone to transplant it, and if they do, and if it would be a model, like I don't put it past them to have it be a plot point where like, hey, he does something secretly on top of transplanting them, or they just flat out ask him like to somehow enhance them with some type of nanotech or cells as he and transplants them into Sarada.
Y'all don't think this weird that the boy is walking around with some like eyeballs in his pocket?
Shit, he probably just got him in a jar somewhere. He probably was like, yeah, let's go to this. Sasuke like, yeah, let's go to this hideout and get my old eyeballs right quick, gang. Like, what? He's like, yeah, they used to be popping them joints out like crazy back in the day.
That wouldn't be crazy. I like it. It makes sense. It'd make a lot of sense.
I think that's a good way to make it work. Like that'll be like one of the I don't know, the Shin Uchiha clone way, like all the other ways is crazy. And it's iffy if they would even try to go the Byakugo Seal way. So it's like Sasuke's like it works. Like it narratively, like they can fit into the plot point because they already showed us a flashback of Sasuke sitting down and telling Boruto about the Mangekyo Sharingan. So they could just be like, oh, why is he doing this? Well, it's because they're getting Sasuke's old eyes. Well, why are they getting Sasuke's old eyes? Well, just in case Sarada needs them.
Yeah, I can for sure see that. The thing that I'd say, like, it'd have to be a situation where like they have to explain like how she get over the chakra curve, and this is why I believe making her Jinchuriki could probably be like the only way like, at this point. But like, if she was barely she was struggling with the two-tomo Sharingan, now she gets a Mangekyo Sharingan, pretty much faints and passes out after the first usage. And it seems like from the actual explanation, this is going to be like a continuous thing because it takes massive amounts of chakra to actually create the orbs or the spheres or the black holes, whatever we're going to call them. So it's like
an overwhelming amount of chakra.
Yeah, like now adding the EMS on top of that, where you now have even better control over the Mangekyo Sharingan abilities. Like, how much chakra is that really about to take? Like,
I think the EMS kind of like counteracts that. Like, not necessarily like, I don't know. For some reason, they make it seem like the EMS is just like it eases all of the setbacks that you get with the Mangekyo. The EMS fixes that basically.
Yeah, you don't really have the strain.
She's going to get over that strain, though. Honestly, remember, like Kakashi, he was using the shit. I had a badass memory, but he was using his Mangekyo ability, and he was only supposed to be able to use it once, and then after a while, he started spamming it. So, I mean, eventually, she's going to get over the chakra consumption part with chakra control, etc.
Yeah, and it's just her first time using it, and she went all like we know because they say she can only produce up to 4 black spears. It's not like they revealed this and we saw her only use 1 spear. Like the bitch summoned 4 spears. Like she went all out her first time using it for no reason. So like, although I think once she gets better control, we might see her activate it and probably use like 1 spear or 2 spears at times. But she ain't gonna be using like all 4 spears. Like if she moves together with those spears and moves at like Otsutsuki speed, I think she can use 1 spear to fly. I don't think she needs to summon all 4 of the spears to fly. Like that can save a lot of chakra.
I know. It's just questionable. It's just questionable. Like Sasuke, I understand because Sasuke had crazy amounts of chakra, and we understood that from like see who's younger, and of course not necessarily Naruto levels, but Sakura. I said Sakura. Sarada. I don't know. I just think narratively, it just makes sense that this is always going to be a problem unless she finds out some sort of scientific technology like battery, chakra battery she could have, like or just a Jinchuriki
because she activated it right now just against Damon, so it's like she's comfortable with it, and it's not like when we first saw Sasuke with just the Mangekyo. When you think about it, bro, like he was ODing, bro. He was going crazy with it, activating every every chance he got, like before he even got to the Kage Summit, he was already holding his head, getting headaches from his usage of the eyes. So it's like, and then we got people like Shisui, even though he's a bum, and then people like Itachi who had the Mangekyo, just the Mangekyo for like years, some decades, like, and they cool because like they know what to do, like they not trying to OD with it. So like I think it's gonna be cool. Like she used it the first time, like she passed out. That's cool. The second time we see her use it, if we see her pass out, then it becomes a problem. But we can't. I don't think we can do that. If it's just like, you know what I'm saying, like it'll make sense because Sasuke got a lot. He got a lot of. He had a lot of stamina issues once he had that Mangekyo, but he kept on fighting through it, and he had his team on top of that. He could just bite Karin at any minute, and he would just get all his strength rejuvenated. And he kept doing that against Killer Bee. So it's like, if Sarada had that against Ryu, she would have been up and at him.
But that's my thing. He had the stamina issues when he had the Mangekyo. Sarada had them when she had the regular 3-tomo Sharingan or 2-tomo Sharingan.
Not really after she learned chakra control from her mom.
Yeah, that was part one.
After she learned
like,
that, she was cool.
Yeah, she been over that though. Like we haven't had that issue ever since.
Yeah, ever since she learned chakra control, like it was
short lived. It hasn't even been brought up as an issue.
It hasn't necessarily been brought up as a non-issue.
I mean, we haven't really got to since really Two Blue Vortex started. We haven't really seen Sarada use her Sharingan in like a prolonged period of a time. Like she cuts it on and off a lot. Maybe she isn't over like the chakra consumption, but I think she learned how to use it.
She had it active in that Ryu fight, bro. They was fighting for like 3 chapters, bro. She had that on active, and then she went on to use a Mangekyo Sharingan on top of that, full power at that. So it's like she could use it. And then even before that, like when she used it against Hidari, like she don't got a problem using her Sharingan, bro. Like when she trained, after she trained with Sakura, her main problem was stamina.
Yeah,
it's stamina, and then she's using too much chakra to keep up with her stamina because she doesn't have good chakra control. And it wasn't like she didn't have, like when Boruto was training with Kakashi was like, you don't got enough chakra. When Sarada was training with Sakura and then Sasuke, it was like, bro, you're using too much chakra to keep up with your stamina, and you're still getting tired fast, and your Sharingan is running out. Like, you got to control your chakra better. And then once she learned that lesson, it's like, it hasn't been a problem. So she got a lot of chakra. And then you need a lot of chakra to even utilize the Sharingan in general. But then on top of that, the Mangekyo Sharingan. So, and it's she activating it right now against Damon. So we got to figure out why she's doing that against Damon right now. But like she went straight to it. So it's like Ikimoto showing us like he not finna hold no punches. Like he show us this new power, and then boom, he's not gonna show us the Sharingan. Like she activated her Mangekyo. I think in this situation she didn't need to. She probably could have just activated her Sharingan maybe, but she went straight for the Mangekyo.
Nah, yeah, I applaud her activating the Mangekyo Sharingan because I had slated her multiple times.
Yeah, I mean,
not even activating the Sharingan.
If you got the 2 strongest in the room with you, you going to activate your strongest ability. You're not going to go with the weaker one.
At the beginning of the TBV, that Sarada probably wouldn't have. It'd have probably been base Black God Sarada.
That's crazy. She went base Black Eyes against Code though. I mean, we need. I guess like I ain't gonna cap. We need to see Sarada unhinged. I feel like that'll like give a lot of people some closure. If we see her go unhinged in a battle, like I just want to see her beat the dookie breaks out of somebody, and like she's just mad while she's doing it. That'll be like, okay, now everybody could calm down. Like, yeah, Sarada's like that, bro.
This man said dookie breaks. Just couldn't think of nothing else. He said the dookie breaks
out of somebody. So people be like, damn, Sarada gotta chill. Like,
you don't think
that rage mode Sakura?
The one where she was fighting Ryu, like she kind of seemed like she was possessed by something else, though. It didn't seem like she was.
Nah, low key, yeah, the anime could snap when they do that part.
Yeah,
that's
what I'm saying.
That's cool. Like, but low key, she ain't make it personal. Like, she ain't get up in Ryu face. I'm trying to like, you know how when Sasuke was in the forest of death and he broke that nigga arm, he was like, Sakura, was this the one who did that to you? Like, and then he snapped the dude's limb. Like, I'm talking like some unhinged stuff like that. Like somebody's antagonizing like in front of her, like screaming in pain because of something that she's doing and she's just watching it. Well, Ryu was kind of screaming too, and she was just watching it. I ain't gonna cap. But yeah, she need to get up close and personal. Like I want her to like really yank somebody by the collar and they be bloody, and she's mad.
So, other than let's say Hidari, do you see her getting another kill in TVV?
Oh yeah,
Well,
sure.
I'd say with this set of villains, because we don't really know what's going on in the next arc. That could be a Sarada arc for all we know. We don't know.
Yeah, for sure. I think so. Because if you would have asked me prior to chapter 21, like even going into the same village chapter, I would have been like, Hidari would have been Sarada's only kill. Like I didn't have Ryu being in her kill book, so I think Ikimoto's going to try to keep it as organic as possible. So if the situation calls for it and Sarada's there, she's packing it up in a fucking bag.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if she gets another body. What would you about to say, Freya?
Nah, I was just about to say, like, and we also got confirmed that she can actually fly at high speed too. So that's another thing in her bag.
Yeah. And I didn't even I thought she could just levitate, but now like they talking about something she can fly at speeds. Yeah, I'm different right now. Like I'm like, yeah, that changes a lot for me. Like who's like, yeah, bro.
Well, what they said
on air.
Let me
Sarada can control the strength of the gravitational force at will, as well as make the spears detonate like bombs, which we was already talking about. Sarada can pick and choose what the gravitational force affects, but can only target things in her field of vision. That was another one that was pretty dope.
Yeah.
However, if she targets a living being, then the gravitational force is also applied to Sarada. As a result, Sarada can maneuver the 4 spears to balance the gravitational pull applied onto her, allowing her to levitate. If she moves the spears, she is able to fly at a high speed, just like the Osusuki.
That was actually a good little thing. So it's like if she affects another person, she had no choice but to affect herself with the gravity. So I didn't
know that one.
Yeah, that's a good little addition to her power.
Yeah.
But as a result, she's able to control how she's affected, and obviously how the other person's affected. And
so that's why, like, she was like levitating while she was pulling Rio to the sphere.
Yeah, that's why.
You think that could be a drawback to her ability, though?
I mean, it could be, but they gave her the ability to control how she's able to use her balance with the spears, and she can fly. So essentially, like if she affects another, so I'm trying to see if she can only fly. It's 2 ways they can do it. She can only fly if she affects another person with her gravity, or she can fly by herself. But if she affects another person with her gravity, she has no choice but to also fly.
When she affects that person with her gravity, she doesn't have to pull them to the spears and actually kill them, though, because she has to detonate the spears, it seems like, for it to be like deadly. So in that sense, she can fly. She can just make somebody else levitate for herself to actually fly. Like if I know Boruto can already fly, but if she affects Boruto with the gravity, she can float both of them.
Yeah. So like she had say it would have to be someone like Konohama. Say they're on a mission. Like Mitsuki's fast as fuck. Boruto and Kawaki can fly. So hey, they're on a mission. They got to get somewhere stat. Everybody's like, let's go. Boruto, Kawaki, and Mitsuki take off, and you know what I'm saying? Konohama's like, yeah, we not finna do this nonsense. Let's just fly. So she affects Konohama and then flies off together.
Bro, Konohama has no chance, bro. How all your students is just like OP.
His skin gonna peel off in the sky. He gonna have to slow down.
Nah, but hold up. How all the people like that you're supposed to be the captain of, quote unquote, they're all like leagues above you, and you have nothing in your bag to compete with them. I'm not trying to change topics, but it's just like you put it in that sense. I'm like, dang.
Low key, it'll have to be like because when you make a good point. Like the only other person who would be by her, I mean, like Sumire, I guess, but like even then, like why Sumire need to go somewhere high speed with them? Like it would only have to be Konohamaru. Yeah. She's like, all right, let's go. Like he's the only one who would be able to keep up.
That shit crazy. Like there's really no point in even bringing him.
Nah. It's not.
He's like the damsel in distress every time.
But even before we got this, the official statements on her powers, like I swore I was trying to hold myself from saying it, which is why I never really brought it up in topics. I didn't think they was gonna give her the straight out like the ability to fly. I thought she would be able to float, levitate, and just move around like freely in her space. But like if she can just straight up like fly once she activates a spear, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it says high speeds at that too. My
Yeah.
bad, Bart.
But
Go
that
ahead.
again, but that's gonna take a lot of chakra because she got activate the spheres to fly.
I
She
mean,
gotta do
I
the whole
think a
song
lot
and
of the
dance.
chocolate consumption comes with like how much she ups the intensity of the gravity. Like if she because she can make the spears 5 centimeters. She can make a small spear and use that to fly, as opposed to making that bitch like 250 centimeters and explode. I think that takes a lot of chocolate, like making the spear bigger, increasing gravity, and then exploding it on top of that, as opposed to like, let's say she summons 2 small spears and places them on her back and she just starts flying around mad fast. I think that'll be like, that's enough to where she can use that throughout the entirety, I think.
They saying the ability in general consumes an overwhelming amount of chakra.
Yeah, the cost of the ability is that it consumes an overwhelming amount of chakra, and like the Mangekyo Sharingan, the more the wielder uses it, the more their eyesight deteriorates, eventually leaving them blind.
She will be blind. Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
I mean, Stevie Wonder's been cool this whole time. She be all right.
He said she be all right. We'll see. I mean, like, cause like if she can still like fly, she not gonna pass out from flying, bar. Like if that's what you think. I don't think
you never know, bro. You never know.
I don't think she gonna pass out from flying. I don't know why you got this notion about it. Like it's not. I don't think it's that easy to chakra. It's not that easy.
I think by time she starts flying around, like really, when you starting to see her use her ability like overwhelmingly, she's going to be able to control it by then. Or probably when she has her EMS or some shit like that. Honestly,
yeah. I think
Sasuke used to pull up to battles like 50% chakra, just off travel.
I don't want to say, bro.
And you know what's crazy? He had the Rinnegan. The Rinnegan can absorb chakra. So why was he always out of chakra?
Bro,
because it consumes so much of his chakra too. Yeah, I don't know, bro. That's Sasuke. I mean, like, I don't know, bro.
He was absorbing the tail beast chakra back in the war. Like, it's no reason why Sasuke should have been out of chakra.
And it's really, it's really just the Urashiki arc, bro. That's all he was out. Like, if we go past that, like, they didn't make it that much of a thing where he got a chakra.
The Shunchia arc, bro.
He lost his Tomoe, yes, but then once he got it back, it was like, yeah, he cool. He activated the Susanoo. But like the Urashiki arc, that was like OD, bro. He was getting healed for like 3 episodes just to get a little bit of chakra, bro.
Yeah, so the board to rise has shown a propensity to pull BS like this. Like all I'm saying, like if Sarada,
we can't put our faith in that Urashiki arc. That's different sauce, bro. I don't know that Sasuke, man.
Bro, it's not just that. I thought the Shinu thing was bad. Like if people were saying that he was nerfed, like it was bad.
Nah, Shinu Uchiha was understandable, bro, because it was like, dude, he just came from traveling with portals, bro. Just lost his Tomoe, and then he was like, bro, his Rinnegan was active and stuff like that. It's like, come on, bro. Like
that's what I'm saying.
But he wasn't doing anything like, oh, we need the like the nigga was used as a stepping stool for Urashiki, bro. That was different sauce, bro. Like that's bro. They just did irreparable damage, bro, to the Uchiha clan.
So now what happens when Sarada has to travel like from the Hidden Leaf Village to the Hidden Sand Village, which is normally like a 5-day travel? What happens after that? Is she gonna be pulling up to the battle? Bro. Is she gonna be pulling up to the battle halfway with half chakra? Is that what's gonna happen?
Nah, bro. They gonna do it like they always been with Sarada. Like her Sharingan goes out at the end of the battle. After the like she keeps it active long enough she needs to, bro.
Yeah, somebody get the 6 tails on the phone, bro.
That's
somebody
crazy.
Get the 6 tails on the phone, bro.
Like we gonna see like what she does against Damon. Like if she keeps that Mangekyo active just for the hell of it, bro, I'm gonna tell Bar, look at it. Like she just keeping that joint on just the aura farm at this point. Like we don't got to worry about chakra consumption. If she aura farms with the Mangekyo in chapter 27, it's a done deal.
That won't impress me. What will impress me if she's aura farming with the spheres. If she got the spheres out just for the hell of it, now I'm impressed.
All right, if she gets the spheres out for the hell of it. I mean, if she activates one, do you think it has to be all spheres she activates? I mean, it's not confirmed whether she can or not, but like, do you think it has to be all 4, or you think she can just do like 1?
No, I don't think so. But I think even just 1 would take like a massive amount of chakra.
Yeah. I mean, that's understandable too, because it's still OP even with just 1 sphere. So,
yeah.
Do you think she's aware of the blindness?
Yeah.
Yeah. She studied the Mangekyo Sharingan.
Yeah, she studied it in that library.
So why do you think she would spam it then if she's aware of the downside of her overusing her Mangekyo?
Overusage. I mean, it's just like just straining yourself, I guess. If she turns it on and uses it, I don't think it's like, oh, just don't use it, but like just know like the more you use it, like and the more you strain your eyes with it, you're gonna go blind. So like each usage you get close to blindness. But like Itachi and like I said, Itachi and Shisui, they had their joints for years, bro. So, and they was using it.
Yeah, Itachi was utilizing it. He put old girl in a 70-year genjutsu.
Literally.
Or Tsukiyome. Like he was utilizing it. Yeah. So
and that's why if you think about it like that, like how we saw Sasuke's POV and Itachi's POV, how they were both going blind and stuff, like they had similar vision in the blurriness. And Itachi had his eyes for years, and Sasuke had his for a couple of weeks. That shows you like Sasuke was just ODing for no reason, bro.
Yeah, for no reason.
He was
bro.
ODing.
No,
so at the very least, Sarada got like a good 5 years of solid average usage of the Mangekyo. Like if she goes into fights and she's just already like uses like her 3 tomo, she's Gucci. She activates her Mangekyo like let's say like 2 every 4 to 5 fights. Like she's Gucci, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with the strength of the Mangekyo as well, too. Like you don't know. I think that she can actually go blind if she uses it like more than she has to, I should say. What's the chances y'all think that she actually put Ada and Damon in a genjutsu? I think we already talked about it.
I'll give a percentage. I'll say like I'll give it like 15%. Just simply, and I think that's a lot, to be honest. Some people might look at it like you think Sarada is not putting them under genjutsu, but the reason I think it's even a possibility is because we never really got to see these cyborgs like go against genjutsu, even Ada. Like she could be like heavily susceptible to genjutsu. Like let's be honest, the only people that could really attack her is like Boruto and Kawaki, and they don't know anything about genjutsu. So it's like we never seen it.
Make a good point. But I don't know. I mean, I think it'd be far-fetched to say her and Damon. I think it would just probably be like Damon. I think it would be cool if it'll be like we see like what's going on. Maybe it's going on right now is a genjutsu, and then like everybody's POV is like they just see Damon standing there in the middle of the room like frozen. Like yo.
Yeah, so I wouldn't necessarily rule out the genjutsu though. I wouldn't rule it out. So we're talking about the Mangekyo Sharingan potential blindness. Do you think it would be possible for her to utilize the Shin Uchiha Mangekyo Sharingan?
Nah. Because I thought she had I thought Shin Uchiha was made from Itachi's genes, so it would work, but I guess it's not stated in any medium that he's made from it. Because I could have sworn Orochimaru used Itachi's genes to recreate that Sharingan, but apparently he just somehow recreated the Sharingan, and Shin Uchiha is just the Itachi fanboy, so it's not possible. Unless they were good, he has their genes.
I didn't even know about that, to be honest. My idea, I'd say yes, and pick on throwing down. The reason why I'd say yes, it wouldn't necessarily be because of the Itachi thing. It would be because the Shin Uchihas, their genes were set to be able to like go with anything. They're like the O positive or the O negative. I don't even know to the specific blood type that goes with all the other bloods. But
I think you're right.
Like its compatibility is like 100% across the board.
Yeah, yes, pretty much. And I thought that right there would essentially like overwritten the actual rule of like it having to be like a close relative that you get the Mangekyo Sharingan from. Because if you're getting it from a close relative, you'd assume that like the blood types and all that other stuff, the genes is also 100% compatibility.
I mean, I don't know. That'd be kind of far fetched though. Well, not really far. I don't know. It'll just be so like they'll just bring them back randomly for that. I don't know. I don't think they would though. And plus, they would have to literally give somebody to just take out their eyes and be like, yeah, nigga, you're gonna go blind for the rest of your life. I know we brought you to this orphanage to live your life and look forward to your future, but we finna take your life.
It wouldn't even be. I don't even think it'd be that crazy. Like, for example, I think that there's multiple Shin Uchiha clones that are just not into the ninja stuff anymore.
But they
hypothetically,
into seeing, they into looking at the grass and the sun.
yeah, but we're talking about like the hidden leaf fields, like they got Amato, Katasuke, and Orochimaru. Like losing eyes isn't anything. They pretty much give them a brand new set of eyes. Do what they did with Kakashi.
All right, if they give them that ultimatum, then somebody might be willing, maybe.
Yeah, I think that could easily be the case. Now, to be honest, don't get me wrong. The Sasuke potential, like original eyes theory, that's way better. But I still do think this is a possibility.
Right. Yeah. I mean, do you think it'll be even like? I'm still on the whole notion. Like, is it going to be EMS or are they going to go like the Obito route, where she just able to spam Mangekyo and have some type of hacks healing factor?
To be honest, I've always thought that. Well, first things first, the Hashirama cell at this particular point should be outdated. We should be talking about potential Naruto cells now as 2025 or potential Shibai cells. Like I feel like if we can get like a Zetsu variant of Shibai cells, have that age Sarada, and then that potentially like, unlock some brand new abilities, I think that would probably be like the best case scenario, honestly. But I think not necessarily taking the EMS route would be like a wasted opportunity, simply because it is like a popular upgrade that a lot of people do know. So I could see them like just doing the EMS just for the hell of it and like following the actual trend. And this is what I think for the Himawari thing as well, which I know you kind of disagree with, but like there's certain things that just make sense. Like the action figures would go crazy, the shirt sales would go crazy, EMS Sarada, or like KCM2 Himawari, like actual set things that people know and are familiar with, I think would be like an expected thing for the Vortex series.
That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, from a business standpoint, yeah, that definitely makes sense. But I agree. I think, especially since the revelation, like they put the blindness whole thing inside of her explanation, so it's like since they're addressing it, I do think like there's a way that Ikimoto has already thought of for her to have the EMS. I think they're gonna give her the EMS, and it's not just gonna be like some type of way like she's able to naturally heal her Mangekyo and stuff like that. I think she's gonna get the EMS.
Yeah, I hope so.
It's gonna make sense. But I just like before we even get to the EMS though, like we got the left eye and then we got the Susanoo. It's like, you know, it's like we got a lot to get through. Sasuke was popping out the Susanoo. I ain't gonna lie, he didn't take long before he started popping out that ribcage. So I don't know if we're going to see a ribcage from Sarada or like a skeleton arm anytime soon.
The only way the Susanoo is viable is with the Yadamir. She got to find a way to manifest the Yadamir. That's the only way.
Well, she can find it like Itachi
did. Why you say that?
She could just find it like Itachi did. It would be cool, but yeah, I don't think she would need it. Why you say that?
Because we see what Ishiki did to Sasuke Susanoo, which was supposed to be the strongest Susanoo we ever seen.
At that point.
Yeah, I was about to say until Sarada Susanoo activates, now we got a new one.
Bro, there's no way we're just gonna say Sarada Susanoo is just that much stronger than Sasuke's. Like, I think Cold currently destroys that version of Sasuke Susanoo, and we're fighting foes like 50 times stronger than Cold right now.
He definitely, Cold does destroy that Susanoo just like how Jigen destroys it. But I think Sarada Susanoo would be more durable, and it's a matter of like it's gonna be more powerful and faster.
Nah, gang.
Because like not all Susanoo were the same.
Nah, gang.
I mean, it's not far fetched for Sarada to surpass her dad. You know,
because like Sasuke Susanoo was doing shit that it like Madara Susanoo was an anomaly. That nigga, and he had the tallest Susanoo that we've seen other than Hagoromo's. But like Madara Susanoo was just like, even then, like Sasuke Susanoo, that nigga grew wings. He started moving at light speed. He was just doing different shit, bro. Like, I think Sarada Susanoo for the pop out. I think it would be cooler to have it be smaller, maybe around like 250, like as tall as she can make her biggest spear, like 8 feet, maybe 9 feet, 10 feet tall, like a small Susanoo, but like it's strong and fast.
Nah, again, I feel like the durability just wouldn't make sense. The only way I could see the durability making sense if she'd create like plates on the Susanoo that are like the Yata mirror, not just like just a shield, like one shield, but like all over the Susanoo, like plates that are like Yata mirror kind of like fabric.
Nah, I mean that would be cool too, but it would also. I mean, I think because like Boruto just got like this strong for no reason, bro, and like he's in his base. So like, if his base can just be this strong, to where like we don't even know what he can do if he activates his karma. Like, it's not that crazy. I don't think it's crazy to have like Sarada Susanoo be like that much more durable than like Sasuke. Because it has to be. Because it would have to be because of two things. Like, one, what you said, and two, because like obviously Jigen one shot at Sasuke Susanoo. So if she activates a Susanoo, they're fighting foes that's stronger. Like, it would make no sense for her to have a Susanoo that's weaker than Sasuke's. And then two, same thing. Like, if you have a KCM2 Himawari, or like, it's gonna sell figures. Like a Susanoo Sarada, it's gonna go crazy.
I get it, but at a certain point, like the abilities are just like they're priced out. Like we never even thought of Sasuke potentially using the almighty push against Momoshiki, and even the planetary devastation. Like Momoshiki pretty much tanked that as well. So I just feel like certain abilities, like they get priced out that have, or the stronger the villains get. So whereas like right now the Susanoo, unless there's fundamental changes, as I said, with the Yata mirror, like I just think the Susanoo is just priced out of these like villains right now.
Because like if the shark, because like I think it's still like it just reflects the eye. It reflects like the person. So like if her eyes are naturally stronger, her Susanoo and her abilities are naturally strong. Like Ohirume is a cracked ability, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
It's pretty cracked. So like,
and it says like the Susanoo reflects the user's heart or some shit like that too. So
yeah, the Sharingan.
It's a lot they can do with it.
Heart. So it's like all of the abilities are going to be a reflection of that. So
I feel like, all right. So we got a very good explanation with Himawari and Kurama. Himawari and Kurama, they have next level. Was it collaboration? I forgot the actual word they utilized. Yeah, they have next level affinity for one another. That's why all of her abilities and all of her collabs with Kurama are significantly stronger than Naruto and Kurama thing. We just don't have that explanation with Sarada, and I feel like that's a problem.
I mean, we do kind of, like they explain it with like love. The series has been big on like going down a route of people's love for each other and like love basically. But and I always said like the Uchiha, the stronger they love, the stronger they are or whatever.
Yeah, the Uchiha is like they're literally the only clan with a broken hack to always get stronger. Like other clans have broken abilities or broken powers, but the Uchiha is like they get what they have, but they also have a hacks to always get stronger. So it's
that's why the Senju fear them in a way.
Yeah, like they can always get stronger. So like that's why I say if Amadara was alive today, he'd be the strongest Uchiha alive. Like he'd be stronger than Sasuke, he'd be stronger than Sarada because he would adapt with the times. But because he's not alive to experience these times, which is why Sarada is naturally stronger than him. I think it's just like that's her hack. That's her hack. Like how like how Kurama is for Himawari. It's like she's already an Uchiha, and we know Kishimoto's an Uchiha fanboy, bro.
They're gonna have to explain that way more, dog. You can't just say, "Oh, with the times, now she's just stronger." Like it just got to be more stuff. Like with Himawari. Like I think Himawari, when she gets like extremely overpowered, when she starts two tapping people that Boruto's having troubles with, I think people are gonna understand just because of that explanation. But sorry, I think she's always gonna have that Kellen Khalifa feel. I don't know.
I think it's enough. It's more than enough there. Because she's already strong in general, so it's like
in a way. One of the things
it's like I get what you mean though, because like all of this is happening and people are getting these external, like the MCs are getting external power-ups and she's just powering up on her own. So yeah.
But in a way, one of the things I would say about Sarada is that she gets stronger like the most subtly that I've ever seen. Like you could make the legitimate case that she's Kage level even without the Mangekyo Sharingan and TBV, and a lot of people would just like disagree. Like I would just be like, no, there's no way. Like there's a good chance she beats Tsunade easily, like without the Mangekyo Sharingan, and people just don't see her like that.
I think I ain't gonna cap with the way they've been revealing. Like the more time passes, I think she's as much as I said she was strong. I think I was even underestimating her strength pre-Mangekyo because it's like I think even pre-Mangekyo like TBV Sarada, like I think she would destroy someone like Tsunade. Because if you give 12-year-old Mangekyo Sarada, if you drop her like against Tsunade, I think she like is one shot. But regular Sharingan 3 Tomo Sharingan Sarada right now is like crack, bro. I think she's pretty crack. She's the true embodiment of Uchiha. She's skilled and talented. On top of that, she trains and works hard.
Yeah, for a fact. Well, speaking of, throughout the time skip, who did she train with? Do we even know?
By herself. In her
Hell no, that's cat.
Bro, she had a picture. She had a picture of Kawaki's face up on the wall and did 400 push-ups every single morning. I'm telling you, bro.
Nah, that's wild, gang. Nah,
she taped a wire to her head and had a little bobblehead of Kawaki as she jogged in the morning trying to catch that again. Just keeping it dangling right in front of her face, brother. Her motivation was Kawaki, bro. That's enough.
It's wild. This is different. Nah, what's it called? Before, because we ain't talking about dude. I think the only thing we talked about was Sarada. I said like 50 things, but regardless, we touched on the interviews or the interrogations a bit earlier. How do you guys think it's gonna go, or who do you guys think are gonna be interrogated first?
Yeah, we got Konohamaru up. I don't like talking about it, but yeah, we're gonna have Konohamaru up first.
Why you say? You said I like talking about it.
like talking about.
We just end up eventually talking about our disappointment in him. But for conversation's sake, right, Konohamaru first up. So I don't know what he gonna do. If he might snitch on Shikamaru or not.
If there's anyone that folds, it's gonna be Konohamaru, let's be honest. But matter of fact, do you think Ino was gonna be interrogated?
Possibly. It depends on what Konohamaru says. Because he's the first one. And then if they're going to interrogate anyone who has contact with Boruto, if Ino decides to reveal, because like all this shit they did with Boruto, that was off the books. So if she decides to keep that to herself, like that might be helpful, especially if Kashin Koji might reveal like, oh, hey, shorty, we got your son over here, so don't say anything. So it might be like she was going to say something. But I don't know.
That'd be some crazy a bit, bro. That just explain how hacks Kashin Koji's abilities are. So he'd probably know would have probably snitched, so he manipulated things to where.
That's why it makes sense. He'd be like, yeah, because like Inojin, like when you think about it, it's like, why is Inojin there? It's like that would make sense though, because like she was there for a lot of the important conversations with Boruto and Shikamaru early on, so. She can just be like, yo, they was talking some crazy stuff. I don't know what they was talking about.
Yeah,
Costco just like, hey, shorty, keep it close. I got your son over
here. Yeah.
Oh shit. I just heard what y'all said.
The next person I could see potentially folding would be Mitsuki, just because he don't care. Like he might just go rogue. Like just for
Boruto's my true son. I'm out of here.
Yeah, facts. Like just to do it, like I'd respect it. But yeah, that's the only person I'd see other than that folded. One of the things I would say about the Hidden Leaf Village, like after the Pain essentially came to the Hidden Leaf Village and was like offing people for like the whereabouts of Naruto, like they showed me like, nah, ain't no snitches.
Nah. Ain't no snitches. Bro, the Hidden Leaf, bro, they don't run from they don't. What's that say they be saying? Like they don't. The first rule of the Hidden Leaf Village is never duck or fade. These niggas 10 toes, bro. Like, I admit, ain't nobody be running from no fights for the Hidden Leaf. They really about it. So,
oh yeah, for a fact.
I don't think they not snitching out here. Who knows?
You think we're gonna get more stuff on the Momoshiki storyline in the next chapter?
Probably. It was actually gonna be. I was gonna say because it's interesting the fact that Kashin Koji even knows about the deal. So, like. I don't even know like how that can even go, and if if they came to a conclusion somehow, because like their minds coexist. Somehow, can they coexist with the body where like Boruto can simultaneously allow Momoshiki to have control and not? So like that'd be crazy, bro. But I don't know.
Mm-hmm. What I'm thinking is Kashin Koji probably told Boruto about that possibility, but here's what I'm thinking. I think Kashin Koji told Boruto that if we got Momoshiki on their side, it would be very advantageous to the actual mission. But I don't think Kashin Koji knows about the deal that Boruto tried to make it happen. I think that's why he didn't want to like tell Kashin Koji everything.
Like he doesn't know exactly what Boruto told Momoshiki and stuff like that.
Yeah, like there's a deal. Like if you agree to this deal, you could have my body, type of shit. I think Kashin Koji wouldn't stand for that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
How would that
like
even
the
be
way he acts.
advantageous?
Say that?
How would that even be advantageous? I don't even think Boruto really meant that shit. Honestly, to tell you the truth, you just traded one villain for another.
I don't know.
The way he asked it was like he asked him in a sense like either him and Boruto discussed it, like Bar said, like, hey, you're gonna have to ask him to use it in the future, or he simply saw the future and he looked for it this time, like watching specifically all the things that Boruto does, and he saw like, oh snap, Boruto's gonna make a deal with Momoshiki. So either like he tried to expose him, or he was just trying to clarify like something that they previously talked about.
Or he's trying to confirm what timeline he's going down.
Yeah, that's what I mean by exposing him. Because he could be just simply like understanding, okay, things are going to explain. Now he's not going to catch me off guard, so let me just bring the cat out the bag and like, yo, Boruto, you made a deal with Momoshiki, right? Like, what was the deal, and what are you saying to him? So like, so he can get whatever he needs. Or he's just like, okay, we talked about you talking to Momoshiki. What was the deal? Because Boruto responds like, I'm holding up my end, don't worry, or something like that. He gives a response. So like, it kind of gives the impression that they've talked about this before, maybe.
Yeah. Like the deal that they had was to get Momoshiki on board. And yeah, I think that's what's going down. Like Kashin Koji said that there's a possibility where Momoshiki and you team up and y'all just destroy Jura like that, but they didn't necessarily explain or agree upon how to get Momoshiki on board.
Right.
Hold on. Wait, what? Say it again?
Damn, that was like a mouthful, bro.
Basically, he said like, yeah, them plus Momoshiki would be like a good way to get Jura defeated, but necessarily how they got Momoshiki on board is something they gotta like explain or about.
Yeah, like I don't think Kashin Koji would agree with Boruto to say, all right, if you defeat Jura, I'll give you my body. I think Kashin Koji would be heavily like in disagreement about that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which is why he's trying to clarify, because maybe he saw those futures where he made that deal with Momoshiki and a lot of them didn't end up well, as opposed to like a different deal was made and he understands how like it can go either way.
Fact those. To be honest, I got like a theory about this. I believe this is gonna come true. I'll just say it like that. I think Momoshiki is going to decline Boruto's offer and try to just give Boruto his powers. One thing that really stood out to me was back in episode, I believe 64, 65, back when Momoshiki was fighting against Naruto and Boruto, and he basically told Naruto like it was a shame that you don't have the ability to pass on your powers to the next generation.
Yeah.
Momoshiki essentially sees Boruto as the next generation of Otsutsuki. And he kind of like he already went through that process with Kinshiki, where Kinshiki passed his powers on to the next generation of Otsutsuki. I just think it makes sense for Momoshiki to just believe in that more so than just selfish power for himself.
Shit,
honestly, that's not that crazy. That's not that crazy.
I don't think Momoshiki is down with passing on his powers just yet. He seemed like he was still in the middle of his great conquest. Like I don't think he wanted it to end where it ended right now.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. I think there's going to be some soul searching on Momoshiki's part. Yeah, I think for him, Kinshiki probably didn't expect for him to become a pack at that point either. So it's like,
Yeah, I don't think it's far fetched to see like if it's like Momoshiki and he's in the mindset is like, man, whatever, bro. If my power can just stay, or if something about me can just stay, whatever you do with it is up to you. But as long as I'm there, like it's cool, and just leave the power and just go away forever. He's like, yeah, fuck it, just keep the power. I'm out of here, bro. I'm not helping you.
he
I'm
said,
not
I'm
gonna
out
tell
of
you
here.
anything, but I'm just out of here.
I
Like
think
that
he's.
work.
I don't think he's at the point of suicide though, where he'll let Boruto die against Jiraiya. So I think that's where it can like work out.
Nah, oh, he was beyond that point. We seen him. He was begging for Boruto to die after he got shot. He was hoping
Yeah,
for it.
that's what he was saying. But do we believe him? Like maybe he was lying. Maybe he
I
I
don't
just
know.
like
believe him
logical.
because we seen previously he would be able to take over Boruto's body with like no chakra when he's about to pass out. So,
That's true.
and if you think about it, earlier on we were asking like, why isn't Momoshiki popping up in certain times, or like prior to like when we see him flew away against Kawaki, we were like, oh snap, what's going on? What's Momoshiki's doing? Like we thinking he plotting the whole time. He's just preying on his downfall. He's just there, just waiting. So I think he's
But to,
ready for death. But this definitely this deal changed a lot. Got him thinking. So
Got the gears turning.
probably, most definitely.
Because I wouldn't think like 3 years is a long time for a being that's been around for 1,000.
I mean, if you're arrogant, I think it would. And I think
That's
he's
true.
probably young compared to other Otsutsuki. So
That's why I
yeah,
don't
true.
think he's done yet. Like I don't think that he really is at that point where he wants to end it all.
That's true. But I just don't. I don't think he believes in the idea of taking power from the younger Otsutsuki. I think that's more so it. Whereas like
I
he
don't think
to
Just saying, I
me
don't think
like
he gives a damn about Osutskis, but yeah, go ahead.
not again that's the difference that I mean. Like Ishiki would be more like that, where he don't care about none of that. Like he's trying to get stronger for himself.
Nah,
Momoshiki always seemed he always seemed like a company guy.
Ishiki tried to pass on the will of Osutsuki to Code, so I don't know.
Yeah,
he essentially double we talking about what Momoshiki was. She was like, bro, at least Cole, you there, bro. Just do what I was gonna do, bro. At least.
yeah. Like Ishiki was trying to get the chakra fruit to eat for himself. Momoshiki is trying to get it so he can bring it back to the Otsutsuki clan. So it's like Momoshiki is more on the side of the Otsutsuki rules and laws, stuff like that. So he'd more follow the idea of the Otsutsuki power like being passed down to the younger generation of Otsutskis.
Maybe
I
we
get
got
what
to
you're
see
on.
what he would do, because that is true. He's never declared that he wanted it for himself, and he did say like, "Yeah, I was supposed to bring this stuff back to the clan." So that's what his original mission is. So if he gets far enough, and we might, what I'm saying, we might get some revelations on it. Who knows?
And what makes me believe this is like the fervor in which Kinshiki just gave his body up to like Momoshiki. Like it wasn't even a question. It was just like, this is what I'm supposed to do. It's like his destiny. Like if Momoshiki like believes in any of that, like it makes sense for him to just give his power to Boruto.
But then it also goes into like maybe he also has arrogance as a character. So it's not like he doesn't want the other side of the coin where he would be the one sacrificing. He prefer to be the one getting the sacrifices.
It's possible. That's possible. My thing though is like, and this is like more of a conversation that we should probably have when the Kitamaki joins again. Kitamaki believes that Boruto is Shibai. I feel like if hypothetically, if Boruto accidentally starts the road of becoming Shibai, Momoshiki would probably like gladly give his powers to Boruto. Because that gotta be like a dream. That's like becoming a billionaire for Otsutsuki, right?
He said it's like becoming a billionaire. I mean, depending on how they take it, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, at that point,
really like
if
if Momoshiki thinks of him because like he knows about Shibai, but if he doesn't have like a sense of power, like nah, I'm trying to do this on my own, or he's like, yeah, that'll be an honor to be a part of Shibai. Like if he does that, like I don't know. We got to get more. Like I'm hoping, like they cut off on Boruto's conversation with Momoshiki in chapter 25. Like I'm hoping Boruto eventually asks him like something along the lines of like, what are you even like after? Like, what do you want? Like, and then we can actually get a full like revelation of what Momoshiki wants to do, like you said, Bar, with the chakra fruit, because then he can be like, yes, I'm after the chakra fruit, the destruction of your world. And we know Ishiki wanted to eat the fruit. We know Jura is contemplating on eating the fruit. Code wants to eat the fruit. But we know that like we can have Momoshiki be like, "What? I'm trying to take this fruit back to the planet," and then boom, lore, boom, more explanations, more world building, or something like that. So I'm hoping Boruto like I don't know. It's interesting to see like how they ended off and what the deal came to. But like if Boruto asks certain questions, like what are you gonna do? Like I'll give you my body, but you got to tell me what are you after and stuff like that. You feel me?
No, yeah, for that. We definitely gotta see that lore because they essentially ended in the middle of a conversation back when Boruto essentially gave him the choices, right?
Yeah.
So we're likely gonna get to finish that scene. Again, I just don't necessarily think it's likely that we just go the rest of Boruto and not necessarily the rest of Boruto, but the rest of this arc specifically without Momoshiki interjecting, even if he doesn't take Boruto up on that deal. So yeah, I think eventually we're gonna get to see a lot more lore and world building when it comes to Otsutsuki clan and Momoshiki. Not to mention the potential Otsutsuki, the two missing Otsutsuki stone towers that we still got to get.
For sure. I think the next time we see Momoshiki pop up, like where they're like taking over Boruto's body, then we're gonna have the flashback of the rest of their conversation. Like Momoshiki's gonna pop up and we're gonna be like, oh, Momoshiki's here, and then boom. Either if that ends on a cliffhanger, the next chapter is gonna finish off their conversation, or we might see it within that same chapter.
Possibly. Like, one of the things that I've been looking forward to ever since like that conversation when Momoshiki essentially told Boruto that he's given up on trying to take over his body, I'm looking forward to seeing Boruto just utilizing the Karma Seal, not with Momoshiki's influence or anything like that. Just let me just see the Karma Seal buff on top of that base Boruto.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be insane. Absorbing chakra. Like, nah, it's different.
You see, Boruto got this strong on his own, which is even that crazy. So it's like he deserves this type of buff. That's what's crazy. Like we know it's possible to train your body up to a point where like you can get this strong. You can match Naruto and Sasuke peak level with their transformations on your own, bro. Like simply just being that fast and strong. Like,
and you got to think with the training with Kashin Koji, I doubt Kashin Koji ever really gave him any abilities with the Karma Seal that he learned in the future.
Yeah.
So like that's like a whole other jutsu portal that he could probably learn, like or jutsu tree.
And that's what's crazy. It's like this is like even 15. You're like, I don't even know if this is like refined enough because it's like Kashin Koji saying he's teaching him things that Boruto learns when he's like 19 and 20. So I'm thinking in some timelines, maybe he mastered all these jutsus. Maybe in some timelines, he got only Uzuhiko. Other timeline, he focuses on flying Raijin. But right now, you giving all of that knowledge to this boy. So it's like he's still only 15. So I'm like, damn, what Boruto was like thinking of this type of stuff? That's crazy. And it took him that long. Like, we already know how smart he is. And it took him that long to master all of these things that he comes up with on his own. So like another 4 or 5 years. So it's like, yeah, bro. His potential is cracked, bro.
No,
that's why I think people like Minato, people like Moderate, bro. Had they been alive, bro, right now, bro, they not walking around like Kakashi, where we know they strong, but like Naruto, Sasuke, so nah, them niggas are being like they gonna be like the peak of strength.
And then like the Karma Seal is like Super Saiyan for the user. So it's like increases his strength by 2 times. I remember he was fighting Naruto, where he was like sparring with Naruto, and he was in his base. And then when he went into his Karma Seal mode, he was starting to push him back a little bit.
Yeah, the Karma gives you crazy hit. So Boruto is he's gonna be cracked when he just uses Karma version 1. I think his destructive capabilities is gonna match Kawaki's.
I can see it.
I think it might match Kawaki's.
My only thing is Kawaki at this stage is probably way more skilled with the Karma than Boruto.
Nah, yeah, he's for sure way more skilled with his Karma though.
And do we ever see? I don't know how I asked this question, but do we ever see Kawaki ever train with Kashin Koji?
Nah. Heck no.
You said Kawaki.
Yeah.
Do you think in a way he might despise Kashin Koji because he's an ex-car member?
No, he might feel indifferent. I think he just might feel indifferent, honestly.
Yeah, kind of, he never really like hated Delta, though, right?
Nah, he's.
I mean, it's true. He does kick it with Delta. But I don't think
was
Delta
like,
did
that's
anything.
just scary. He's like, we need to get away from her. He did not like that.
No, I agree with what you're saying, but I mean, it's because they never revealed to Kawaki, because like Kawaki doesn't know like Boruto's working with Kashin Koji.
Yeah. Well, he could have an idea because he saw, if he's smart enough to put the clues together, but he saw
like the frogs and stuff. Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, he doesn't know. So.
Sure, I can see it. Well, Squad, I did want to hop into some Negro news before I hopped off, though. It's like a bunch.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. I was about to say there's a lot of news that's been breaking, so I don't even know what you would do.
Yeah, so Diddy got sentenced to 4 years in prison.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about this last fall though. Oh, we did.
I don't think so. Did we?
Nah, I don't think he was sentenced by then.
Yeah, unfortunate, right? The feds dropped the ball. I don't know, man. This is bad.
I don't know, bro. I say free the freaky man, bro. I don't know.
Free the man.
Oh, yeah,
free the freaky man, bro. How you arrest a person for what they do in their bedroom? I don't know. Free the freaky man.
Bro, he was guilty of like.
They already fucked up his image, bro. Like, I mean, fuck it. Like,
what do you mean?
Nobody's ever gonna look at this man the same ever again.
I mean,
bro, he blew Kid Cudi car up.
Shorty was trying to run for her life, bro. The video was
facts like domestic abuse.
That's
like, bro, 4 years.
No, I was watching interviews with some of the escorts, bro. Seemed like she liked that shit, bro. My bad,
bro. I can't get jiggy with that, bro. I can't get jiggy with that.
I don't know, bro. You gotta watch the interview, bro. She's down.
Unlike the Epstein thing, they successfully made us forget about all the tapes that Diddy had. Like, nobody even asked about the tapes no more. Like, yeah, this is what I'm saying.
That's why I remember I was.
Brian's still impressive.
I was like,
whoever's lawyer.
Team, I was like, yeah, the prosecution team should be in shambles, bro. I know that's not what I was trying to get.
Nah, they did enough damage, bro. I'm telling you. Look, they destroyed the dude's public image. He's not going to be able to get out of jail and be the same Diddy he was before he went in. We all know this dude, like, semen rubbed on this. Like, no, you're not going to be able to look at this dude the same. Like, they already destroyed him. Everybody says no Diddy after.
Even before this, people already had Diddy jokes, bro. It was already a whole thing about, like...
Yeah, but it was like a conspiracy. Now it's all out and put out there, though.
It's just confirmed with everybody.
They just confirmed everything. Like
it's like people do. Like, I know people who be making, like, it was always a thing. Like, they'd be like, yeah, bro, you get don't be going to no Hollywood, them Diddy parties. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? This was even before he got locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
So now we know he's a deviant and he only getting 4 years.
Now we just know it's like the abuse that comes with it. It's like,
yeah, this is crazy.
Bro, I'm just saying, like, he's already in prison by public opinion, bro. Public opinion is fucked over Diddy. Like, he's not gonna be able to get the same type of endorsements he was getting before all this shit happened. Like, yeah, it's over for him when he gets out of prison. Like, he's not gonna be able to do the things he once was able to do.
I give it 5 years. 5 years before everybody forget.
Nah, this is too big.
All he did was just have some parties. That's it. Well, what's going on? This, and that.
I think this is too big of a blemish on his image for people to ever forget.
Bro, he gonna be back with Sarada.
He's like, I'm pretty sure he's leading like a group in prison, like where he's teaching them things.
Nah, they said that he almost got stabbed or some shit like that.
Early on, one of the latest reports I read was like he's teaching like every morning. He leads a class, bro.
Shit.
I don't know, bro.
What are you teaching?
4 years is shit. When you think about that's a win when they're trying to hit him with. like a win and you still get 4 years, like they would hit the nigga with a RICO, bro, federally, bro. Like,
And some they
freaking
called
win,
it
bro.
they called it a luxury prison he's trying to stay in. What is a luxury prison?
Hey, bro, I just saw like one of the
Swedish prisons, bro. Them Swedish prisons, bro.
Yeah, I just saw like I was watching the YouTube video of like the most advanced prison. Like they have all this technology and shit. Like there's different types of prisons out there, bro.
Yeah, them
Bro,
Swedish, them shits that
different,
be
bro.
having golf courses instead of yards.
Mhm. Yeah,
This
they
is
be having
different.
some crazy prisons.
Basically,
Bro.
a country club that you can never leave.
Basically,
It's different.
did y'all hear the shit about Dirk?
What, how his homies about to snitch on him?
Nah, all right. So his lawyers have put in a motion to dismiss recently, and the motion to dismiss was like vague evidence on Dirk, or like they wasn't really giving the defense anything to really work with. Yeah. All they know is they had like a whatever, what is it, stalking that commit murder or some shit like that. Like they dropped the murder for hire charges or whatever. Or I don't think they did. Anyways, they placed out a motion to dismiss. First of all, I think the prosecutor or the district attorney or some shit like that, like he wasn't supposed to he didn't have the power to indict Dirk or whatever because his like run was over or something like that. Like they only have like 90 days or 120 days as acting district attorney when they get I don't know. I don't know the legal jargon or whatever, but the dude didn't have enough power. So they was talking about that like it was illegal to really prosecute Dirk, and then like it was like the vague evidence. So the FBI, since it's a federal case, they started putting out shit on Dirk where he was like ordering hits on people that lived in O Block, and like a whole bunch of shit. They just started dropping shit on him. So like they like a lot of people was like, oh, the Dirk is about to be free, and then he just dropped all this evidence on him.
Got niggas' hopes up and snatched it away.
Y'all saw Pooh Shiesty is free though.
Yeah, Shiesty free. Yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't dropped his first day out or some shit like that. That seems really kin to him.
Yeah, he probably taking a Young Thug break.
They already hit him with snitching allegations and stuff like that. That shit came out recently.
So early, I don't know how. They gotta explain that.
You said they gotta explain that. That's what's crazy, bro.
Nah, what they try to put him snitching for is like when he caught his case for like he had shot some dude he was like buying shoes from or some shit like that, and he was in a luxury ass car. He said the dude tried to rob him. That's why he shot him. So that's what they call putting snitch allegations on him for. It has nothing to do with the case that he caught and went to jail for. It was a whole separate one that he got out of.
Yeah, Thug trying to get back cool with Gunna. He gonna try to get back cool with Gunna soon, bro. They gonna drop a song.
And he got cool with Lucci, and that's what he went to. That's what he was basically in jail for. The feud between him and wife and Lucci.
That song they dropped was actually pretty cool. It was an okay song.
I ain't listened to it. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't listened to it. I listened to Lucci new album. That's about it.
Yeah, it's one of the songs that's on that album.
I didn't hear it
with him and Thug.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, Lucci always been cool with Wayne, so that's why I rock with Lucci.
He was dating his daughter. I mean, he ain't really got no choice.
Even before that, they was making music.
You dating a man's daughter, you gotta be cool.
I always found that questionable. Why? I don't even know how old this region is.
She's a grown ass woman,
bro. She's like Scott Jackson to me. She always seems like a little kid.
Yeah, nah, I feel you, bro. Like celebrity kids,
like what, 21, bro? She's like 20, 21.
She probably older than that now. I don't know what to lie.
That's crazy.
Celebrity kids grow fast as hell, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Fast as fuck. When I saw Jay-Z's daughter, I was like, whoa, wasn't she just a little kid not too long ago? She looked just like her mom. I thought it was Beyonce. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, facts. Scott Jackson, 23.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. On some other stuff.
She's just short.
Tight shit.
Man. What other Negro news you had, though? You said you had a lot.
Shit.
You just said Diddy.
Nah, I completely forgot all this. All the news.
How about that? Oh, it's mad. It's some other shit that's.
Hey, how y'all been? Have y'all been following that David shit?
Nah, bro. I disconnected from that shit, bro.
Wait, hold on. Too many people talking at one time. What happened?
Oh no, I said I be scrolling past some posts that be saying like he's transferring some assets and stuff to his mom's name and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, his some houses and shit. But I just thought it was crazy. I remember when I first heard about it. I think I told you, Black. I was like, "Dang, bro! Like you see this? It was
Yeah.
they
Ever
found
since you
like a
told me that,
body in
I've
the
been
back of
seeing
his
shit
Tesla.
on the timeline, bro.
Yeah, it just started popping up out of nowhere. I mean, that's big shit though. Like she was like 14 or something like that. She was a little kid.
Nah,
And
yeah,
he's like
that's
20,
crazy.
21. I think he's just 20 or some shit like that. And they said that they was dating all types of shit. And now she dead. And he made a song about like some girl he was dating dying. This is all just weird.
Yeah, bro, it's too weird, bro.
It said he wasn't a suspect.
Yeah, I know. And that's I was watching this Charleston White interview. He was like, "You think they gonna let a nigga out this long? They got evidence against them about killing somebody, some little pretty white girl."
Nah, yeah, Charleston be bugging.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he made sense though. He made sense. He was
I'm
like,
about
"You
to
think
say,
they
so
gonna
he
let a nigga out
probably,
this
I
long?"
don't know. It makes sense that he did it, but maybe they got something that's like it can't be him.
I mean, he was like on tour when it happened or something like
Maybe
that. I mean,
it's murder for hire, or maybe it's generally like they just can't connect the dots. So
like at the same time too, like even if like they got to get him for at least dating her, but
yeah, for sure. That
when you got, I mean, I don't even have that much money, and I had 2 cars at one time, so like I'm sure they got like 3, 4. He got like 3, 4, or 5 cars, right? He probably had multitude of cars, like not a lot. I'm just saying like a couple cars. So it's a possibility, or like cars that he bought somebody too. So like the car, just because it was registered in his name, don't necessarily mean that he was occupying a car. He was using that car in any type of way too. So like it could be in one of those type of situations as well. Because the big thing was just like the car was found in the impound lot and the car was registered under his name, and he knows her. So that's like how you linked all those things together, and people started going wild with it.
Yeah.
It could have been a car that he bought, but somebody else is driving. It was like somebody really driving that car, and it wasn't really him. He bought it for somebody, but it's just registered in his name.
Yeah. If this was 1800, they giving him the chopping board on day one.
That's what I'm like, man. Maybe I mean, maybe Charleston White right, bro. Maybe he makes some sense.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, but they gotta at least charge him for dating that little girl though. Like that's obviously rape.
Yeah. You gotta get him out the paint just for that.
Yeah, they had matching tattoos and shit. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Michael, they got Michael Jackson for less, bro. Come on, like they got it. Come on.
Yeah, he's out of here, bro.
Yeah, get that man far out of the paint. Speaking of, Bad Baby back with her baby daddy. This is crazy. Did y'all see that video of her?
He said this is crazy.
I mean, wasn't he beating her ass? That's what I heard.
She said he beat her like 500 times, spit in her face like 100.
What the fudge?
I didn't hear all
Bruh, this is what I'm talking. No, this is crazy.
That's what she said he done, and she getting back with him.
Mm-hmm. Who is he? I never even knew who he was, and she's like a multi-millionaire.
Yeah,
I found out today that she has a baby daddy.
You found
maybe
out?
I did.
I knew it already. I so happened to follow her on Snapchat. I don't know why.
That's crazy. Nigga said 500 million times.
No, 500 times, not 500 million.
500 times.
She would need reconstruction surgery on her face if that was the case.
No, yeah,
that's
different.
I didn't mean to laugh at the situation, but nah, that's crazy though.
No, yeah, that's different.
Hey, you know what it's called? It's like, some people when they're in like domestic violence situations, they become in love with their abusers, bro.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's
psychological, bro.
Yeah,
it's something that they gonna need a lot of love and care from others around them to get them past that. But somebody needs to reach out to Shorty and be like, bro, that nigga done put his hands on you 499 times too many, bro. You gotta like get it together. Stand up. She on her knees, like get it. Stand up, girl. Her knees is buckled right now.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she had trauma before that too. She was getting smacked by grown men. She was talking about her
freaking bodyguard, that weird guy that we always used to see around her when she was in her early internet stages.
Or she was talking about how she was sleeping with Chief Keef and stuff like that before she was even
I
of
seen
age.
that. Yeah, I seen that video with her in Young Miami whatever the other girl name when they was cooking.
Mm-hmm.
She was about to that's
she was
crazy.
about to spill all the I don't
Yeah.
want to say that.
But Takashi been going viral lately. I don't know if y'all been peeping, but he was on the ride interview. He was like, bro, Chief Keef all them, they was fucking on Bad Baby.
No, I ain't see that.
He was like, yeah, all them. He said all of them. He literally said, "Be for me, bro." He said all the rappers except for Jimmy Red was fucking on Bad Baby. They know who they are.
Yeah, I've been seeing all them clips this week. Ain't see the Vlad 6ix9ine interview?
That
I
shit
ain't
was
watching
funny, bro.
I seen that he did an interview with
He
Vlad,
like
but I ain't watched
took
it.
that shit. Give me that, bro. They throwing memes for that little clip. It's funny as hell. It's like we heard you took the gummo beat from Trippie Redd. He was like, took that shit, man. Give me that.
Oh, I think y'all know what you're talking about. I think I seen Academics post that shit on Instagram. He had him as Abraham Lincoln, not Abraham Lincoln. What's the nigga name? Christopher Columbus.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah,
bro,
I
the
saw that
memes
shit.
going crazy. Yeah,
Asking
stole
about
that
the land.
shit.
He was like, stole that shit. Give me that.
Yeah, I see that. Like I've been seeing the clips, but I ain't watched the Vlad interview. I knew he did an interview with them though. It popped up on my recommends, of course, but I ain't never watched it.
He's starting to go a little bit more viral lately because he got his 2 cents on shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's because he been working with Whack 100 though, honestly.
Yeah, probably. Well, Vlad said that was his most expensive interview.
Yeah,
I'm sure. He spent that money on it. That nigga 6ix9ine. Did you hear when he got all his assets taken by the government? They came took mad jewelry, his cars, all that shit. The nigga need money, bro. He had like $2 million in taxes.
Yeah.
Oh damn! No, I ain't even peeped that. I know that he might go to jail.
For what?
He violated his probation. I know that.
Again?
Yeah.
Recently, he violated probation.
Yeah.
How?
That nigga was not supposed to go to that Vlad interview.
They about to go crazy with that there.
Yeah, they talked about him violating his probation in the interview. I didn't even listen to it though.
When he had like drugs in the system or some shit like that, I think.
I don't even know. Yeah, some BS.
That's crazy.
And then you know what's crazy? A lot of the dudes that he told on is already out of jail.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, a lot of dudes he allegedly snitched on is already out of jail. So if he go back to jail, that shit be funny as hell.
They asked him about they said, how you feel about Shotty getting 15 years? Nigga said, I don't care.
Shit.
Yeah, that nigga crazy.
I mean, he cooperated to get him in there. I don't think he did care. I mean, I don't think he capping.
That's true. That's true.
I do not think he capping.
That's fact. There was a couple other things I meant to talk about. I want to ask you about it was Boruto topic. So I want to ask you about if we made a tournament of power for Boruto for TVV.
Oh, that'd be fine. We can do that next podcast, then.
Yeah, facts. We probably do that next pod.
I was
feeling different with Black Uchiha already left. Like we can't end the pod while he's not here. We got it out.
Why can't we?
All right, bro. Let's rock out.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Probably Sunday again.
Yeah, probably. With the spoilers. Let me check the calendar.
Facts.
The spoilers might drop on Thursday.
I mean, I'm off on Thursday, so I'm always down with Thursday. If they do drop in, we can do that.
Yeah, we could probably turn up when the spoilers drop. That wouldn't be crazy.
All right, for sure. Yeah, we'll all collaborate in the chat. I'll let everybody know. Yeah, we'll catch y'all later. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, of course, we'll just catch y'all next week. Peace out.
Back. All right, y'all.
All right, be safe, bro.